afternoon. This is going to be a build breakdown on my 1995 LS swapped Caprice that this year now has a turbocharger on it. Alright, we'll start off with the engine. This is an LQ4 block. It's actually out of a 2005 Chevy Express van. It most likely was in a rollover because I got this engine from someone who pulls them out, and when I looked at the bottom end, it was all the bearings were shot on the crankshaft, the mains and the rods. So I had to get a different crank, and I had that balanced because I actually ended up getting a 5.3 crank. Anyway, I won't go too far into it. The motor's been built with pistons and rods. It's Pro LS, Summit Pro LS pistons and rods. It did get bored 30 over, so it's a 4.030 bore, 370 cubic inch LQ4. The heads are 799s. The only thing I've done to those is put 660 lift springs in them, and I did clean up the valves a little bit to make sure they sealed. What's next? The intake is a Holley single plane fuel injected intake for cathedral port heads. I have this intake because before the turbo I was spraying nitrous, and the distribution is better if it's centered. Throttle body is an AccuFab 4-barrel. It kind of looks like a carburetor, so I get asked a lot of times if this is a carbureted engine. What else with the engine? That's pretty much it on the engine. Fuel system. This has twin Walbro 525 pumps. I have one that runs all the time, and my second one is staged to come on once I hit 5 psi of boost. I have a 10 AN feed that Ys into 2 8s at the back of the intake. Not going to be able to really see it from here. And then the return comes from my regulator, and it's 8 AN all the way back. That's the fuel system. This has a VS Racing 8096 turbo. I think it's a second gen. I got it used off one of my good friends. And then for the hot side, it has turned upside down truck manifolds that I got V-bands welded onto. This side is easier to see it. And then I built the kind of janky crossover pipe here. I'm having some overheating issues, so I heat wrapped this side, and I'll get to that side soon here. Intercooler is another VS Racing, like cookie cutter one. It's been working fairly well. And then for a radiator, I have a Speedway like LS swap radiator. This one's a little bit narrower so that I can fit my charge pipe. You can see it fits between the cord support and the radiator. The factory radiator for this car, there's basically no room to get around it, so that was the solution that worked for me. Transmission. This has a Turbo 400. It's a Twisted Demon, is like a mud truck transmission place, and they built it for me. So reverse manual Turbo 400. It has a Circle D 4000 stall 258 millimeter converter. I have a B&M Pro Ratchet shifter that I've been really happy with. Give you a closer look at that guy. I had to build a pedestal mount for it. Don't mind all the dog hair. This thing could use a wash and a vacuum. But with that pedestal, it's a lot more comfortable. Otherwise, I'd be reaching way down to shift. It does have a trans brake. Let's move to rear end. This has the factory housing, GM 8.5 inch, but I've built it up a little bit. It has an Eaton True Track carrier. It has Mosier axles. It's just the stock spline count. I think it's 28. I can't remember. But I did get the bigger wheel studs, so I'm pretty happy with it. That's about it on the rear end. I really should have written some notes for this. A couple other details. This car is on a Holley Terminator X. It is the non-max edition, so I don't need transmission control. I have the 3-inch dash. There, it comes on. So for fuel injectors, I have Bosch 210s. I got them flow matched from VS Racing. Lots of VS Racing parts on this car. Oh, and then I didn't mention the catch can, just an Evil Energy 10AN catch can. And I have a oil fill cap adapter that I'm running. I just have one side right now, and so far that's been enough venting. Right now I am making 15 to 16 PSI with a single wastegate. Eventually I'm going to add another wastegate off of this hot side pipe, and then I'm going to add boost control with CO2. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with 15 PSI. It's probably making 600 to 700 wheel horsepower if I had to guess. Alright, that's about all I've got to say for the build breakdown. Let me know if you have any questions about the build, that maybe I missed something. And then after this, I'm just going to put some clips in of some pulls and some driving around.